The beauty and spirit of the holiday season can be found right in the driveway of my next guests. Let's welcome back Leah Edwards and Dimitri Pittas, General and Artistic Directors for Halo, Holy City Arts and Lyric Opera. And yes, you heard me correctly, in your driveway, it is turning into a stage for the holidays yet again.
Yeah.
How did this all start?
Well, in April of 2020, as perhaps we all remember, the world was shut down. Dimitri and I are both singers, and we're quarantined in a house together and singing. Our neighbors heard, we came out, we did a concert on our driveway. And so now every holiday season, we get to come back out to our driveway again and do a free concert for the community.
So this is an open invitation to the public who's watching this program right now to say, come on to my house.
Yeah.
We may not have ever met before, but you're welcome to the show.
Absolutely.
So how many songs are you going to be performing?
Well, we have close to a dozen, I would say. There'll also be some sing-along elements. Nice. But it's just a really great opportunity to kind of showcase everything that's amazing about Charleston, when it comes to the music and the hospitality, and just how inviting it is for everybody to celebrate whatever it is that you like.
Well, you certainly have adopted that. I mean, you're transplants. You're not originally from Charleston. Where are you from originally?
Richmond, Virginia.
Richmond, Virginia. Mm-hmm. Richmond, but there's nothing worse for singers who have such beautiful voices to not have an audience to share it with. And these are free concerts too. So this allows people who may not have the means to go and buy a ticket to the theater, but to come and hear beautiful voices just the same.
Yeah, exactly. And Halo, one of our foundational principles is that live music, live theater should be accessible for everyone. And obviously there are business models that have to be adopted to make sure that. But this is, we're also a nonprofit, and so this is just one way that we're able to serve our community. We saw what a huge impact that had made on people's lives. Obviously the science shows what art does for the community, but with regards to bringing the community together and creating joy and just having in general a more positive outlook on life. And so to be able to celebrate the diversity of our community and all of the different holiday traditions, and doing so welcoming people into our driveway, it really is it's warm and fuzzy for us.
Sure.
It's really, it brings fellowship with the community, and who doesn't love a cup of hot chocolate and some music?
I know, exactly. I know, I certainly do. But this has really stood the test of time. I mean, you've been doing this now for several years, and it's gotten more and more popular. It has grown and grown, but it's not to say that that has diminished sales to your performances at all, because I mean, you perform all over the place and you put on some fantastic shows. What have you done over the last 12 months, and what are we looking forward to in 2024?
Sure. Well, we do our normally free concerts in December, and then in April, which is kind of an anniversary concert for those first concerts that we did back in 2020. We did a chamber opera downtown Queen Street Playhouse called As One. That was last June. And then as recently as the beginning of November, we mounted a production of Verdi's Rigoletto, and we updated it to take place on an NCAA basketball court.
I love that. And I love some of the most unusual places to see opera and singing and theater in general. You find these places. Who picks the venues?
Well, it's a combination of both of us, and also, in a sense, neither of us, because we really let the venue also speak to us when we explore it and discover it. And so, for example, when we did Into the Woods on Sullivan's Island, we knew we wanted to do it outdoors, but we didn't know where. And then we found Battery Gadsden on Sullivan's, and we worked it and made it happen. And so we did In the Woods, Into the Woods. With Rigoletto, we knew we wanted to do the production. We weren't sure how we wanted to do it, and we were looking for a venue. And when we started exploring Festival Hall and its origins as it being a gymnasium for an elementary school, we decided, well, let's bring the building back to its roots, and that's how we came up with putting it on a basketball court.
I think that is so great. What do we have on tap for 2024, Leah?
We have a big Valentine's Day concert on February 14th at the Dock Street Theater.
Oh, that's great.
It is a celebration of love. We have real-life artist couples from around the globe. Some very fun Broadway friends of ours will be joining us.
How exciting.
Then in March, we have March 21st through 24th. We're doing the musical She Loves Me. It is just full, the movie You've Got Mail.
Oh, yes, of
if
course.
you know that plot line, it's a very similar plot line.
Who doesn't know it? Oh, that sounds great. So you've got some wonderful things coming up.
Yes.
People, mark your calendars. Home for the Holidays, Saturday, December 16th at 4:30 p.m. Brickyard Plantation. Make sure you go out there, have a good time, enjoy the holidays. But coming up after the break on the Spotlight Music Series, you're going to hear Oh Holy Night, and they're going to be accompanied by Stephen Washington on the keys. We'll be right back after this.